Good morning. Greetings from a wet, dreary day in Maine. My name is Tammy, and this is my FlossTube channel, SoFly's Unique Boutique. My small business is also called SoFly's Unique Boutique. Um, Welcome to all my new subscribers. I seem to have gotten a little bit of a jump up in numbers, so it makes me happy. Too, welcome back to my regular viewers. I love my new viewers, my regular viewers. I love you all for taking the time to watch a introverted 50-something-year-old woman talk about cross-stitch, quilting, and whatever else I can get my hands on too. And I appreciate you all. I really, really do. Okay, today is September 26th, 2024, and this is FlossTube number 58. We're getting to the big 6-0 as far as FlossTubes are concerned. Okay. So, I got quite a few finishes. One I cannot find. I don't know where it is for the life of me. And I searched and searched and searched and I could not find it. But we're going to go with what I got. Move this back here. And as you can see, I have decorated my shelf for the fall. And this is going to be a pillow. So this is called Pumpkin Silhouette by Bella Rose Designs. And I changed the colors up. I think I used the same color for the stem, but here on the pumpkin itself, it is Thread Gatherer's Autumn Honey. It is a beautiful, and I still have some left. So some other pumpkins I have, we're gonna do this. So yeah. So there's finish number 1. Finish number 2 was my way. No idea where I put it. Sorry. I'll have to find it. And then this snowflake stand was on my temperature chart. But guess what? It's all done. I finished it. And I did get, because it was called for on Monday this week, I think, or one day last week. I don't remember. And I didn't have that much left. I finished up the snow. I finished the snowman. I did all the back stitching. And here it is. And for his eyes, I did not do French knots. I did not do buttons. But what I did do was I back stitched it twice. So I put one back stitch and then back stitched again, one back stitch and then back stitched it again. And I think the eyes look better that way. But that's just me. I didn't feel like trying to find the black beads I bought or anything like that. And then, this is the biggie. This is the big. I finished Rescue Mall. Look at that. And I put Echoes in because this is for my friend Jana. And Echo is her 7-year-old white husky. Has the most beautiful blue eyes. And Jana just recently rescued, well, she had been fostering her for a little bit, and then she decided she wanted to adopt her. So, this is going to go to Jana for her birthday in November. Okay. And like I said, I did my wheel. I have no idea where it is. When I find it, I'll show it to you, because I was very thrilled that I got the wheel done. So, what did I work on? Well, I worked on, well, this was the one I couldn't find last week. But this is also on my temperature chart. the Galaxy Flowers, which is right here. And I think I got 100 stitches in here. And what did I work on? Oh, I did find it beside it. But I worked on this leaf here. I worked on this over here. I worked on this leaf here. And this one here. And it may not look like a lot, but 100 stitches, especially with the temperature stitching, I'm finding out that if the, say the temperature is like this weekend, it was, I think, 62 and 52. The high was 62, the low was 52. And I get to do 200 stitches on one thing. So that's actually not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. And the other one I worked on was my geometric box. I don't have to show this one either, but you get the idea. So I'm on the second. Right down here is the bottom. So I'm working on the bottom half of the fox. I think this I need to pull out because it's off a little bit. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to check it out the next time I work on this. But I'm changing up a few things because I'm finding out that the things that I put on a wheel that were 100 stitches are now. I'm going to still spin that wheel once. And, well, I'm going to spin it more than once, but the first spin of that wheel is going to be the 100 stitch until it's done. Anyone after that, if I do 4 more after that, then it will be, whatever the amount I put on there, I will be doing that. And I will explain that in a little bit. So the other thing I worked on was, and I did 300 stitches on my Silla Witches. And what did I do for this? I did some more of this witch. I did the owl. I did the candle. And I think I did some of the star. And I got my 300 stitches in. I'm not taking anything off those wheels until they're done. So, this might be on there for a long time. Because 300 stitches really isn't a lot. But for me, for this, it works. So, as you can see, I added more to the witch. I did the owl and the candle and part of the star. So the next time I pick this up, it's another 300 stitches. So if it gets spun today for the next week, then I will put 300 stitches in this before I film again on October 3rd. Hold please. I've had my phone number for like 10 years now. And the guy who had my phone before, he still gets calls. Yeah. So I have to tell him, no, no, no. All right. The other thing that I started, and this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, is Summer House Stitchworks Autumn Provides. And I started this on the 22nd, which was the first day of autumn. Oh, I love this. I absolutely love it. The blue is very intense. It's a lot of stitching. But I put 500 stitches down because that's what I'm doing them all as, 500 stitches. And I'm doing this on an 18 count white. Which is very stiff, but it'll loosen up after a while. And this is what I got done. Like I said, the blue is extremely intense because you have these little blue acorns that take a little bit, and then you have these little blue things down here, but that brown and this gold color, right? Oh, this is backwards. I'm sorry. Oh, showing you backwards. But the brown and the gold color, I think it's gold. The topaz is absolutely gorgeous. I love the dark going to the light. I mean, it's everything about this is just beautiful. And I can't wait to work on it again. And then I also am going to start Winter Cometh, the first day of winter. I'm going to start then. And the Spring Awakens, the first day of spring, which I do believe is like March, which is my husband's birthday. Okay, so there's that. So as I told you, I finished my Snow Village snowflake stand. So I replaced it with another Snow Village piece. Not that one. This one. I replaced it with Country Cottage Needleworks Snow Village banner. I'm going to do the same thing with the eyes and I think the buttons on the snowman. I'm just going to do little lines. And I'm absolutely loving this. I didn't get, it had a very, very pathetic start. I've added more to it. So I think, let's see. Oh, nope, I only worked on it once. 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 So I got 100 stitches in here, and here it is. Now before, I didn't even have all this done. I had maybe a quarter of it done, and it was like 10. I had these two appear, these three appear, and then singles until 10 half crosses. And then on the 10th half cross, I made it a full cross, so on and so forth. So here it is. And I hope I get to work on this again because I'm finding out that I really, really like it. And I'm enjoying the temperature stitching. How long that'll last, I don't know. I don't know. All right. So we did the geometric box, switches, bottom provides, and Snow Village. Okay. And then I did have another new start, and I'm just waiting for the rest of the thread to come in, so hopefully it comes in tomorrow. Don't have a picture for this, but here this isn't the start. This was one of my spins. It's the bee jar. I did the bee. I just need to do the wings. I did some of the specialty stitches, and I started to backstitch. And I probably should have backstitched with one thread, but I did not. But here it is. And I still have to do some of the backstitching up here in the cork. I have to put happy down here and work in the rest of the yellow stitches and do the wings. But the jar is complete except for the backstitch. Not a big happy person when it comes to backstitch, but you know, it is what it is. And then I worked on um this. This was another start. This is from Pigeon Coop. Pigeon Coop Designs, and I got it off on Etsy and showed you the book that I bought. That was Pigeon Coop. And this is called the Autumn Owl. And this is only, sure got this right. Nope, that's right. This is only one day of stitching. And I got a good chunk of it done. Okay. This is going to be an ornament. I'm doing this on an 18 count parchment. I think this is either going to be a friend of mine who likes owls or it's going to be for my stepdaughter. I'm not quite sure yet, though. But there's that. Now, next. I don't have a picture for this one either. I don't. I should get rid of the pictures for some reason. But this is, I spun my executioner's block. And I'm doing this with Silky Black on a green and, I don't know, a pinkish Wicked and Whimsy fabric. And this is how much I have. Now, when I started this, or before I put my 300 stitches in, the only thing I had done was this little thing here. That was it. This is a double-headed axe, and then down in the corner here is a skull. And then this is basically the end of, this is where the next axe goes. And as you can see here, I did get my 300, in fact, I got more than 300 stitches because I wanted to finish that axe. So the next time I work on this, it'll be 300 stitches. Sorry. And that'll be great. And this is the black sulky. I'm using it. Comes in a spool. It's really nice thread to work with. I may go to a stitching. I may. Don't count on it. Go to a stitching event, Sip and Stitch in Biddeford this weekend on Saturday at the Panera. Last weekend, my husband and my daughter and I went exploring in Biddeford to go to the Martins. And it took me 2 hours to get my stomach to calm down, so not guaranteeing nothing. Alright, so executioner's block I showed. Now, the next thing. Now, I get a little upset with this, okay? Because I really, it was supposed to be 400 stitches. I slated this as 500 stitches. So I was a little upset that after 100 stitches I needed to put it away. I decided, because I did it yesterday, that I was going to do the full 500 stitches. That's why I changed my wheels around. So I'm, like I said, for that particular wheel, I've put 50 whips, and some of them are new starts dispersed in between, because I figure it could take a while to get to a new start, or I could get a new start today. And I have a plan at the beginning of the year for my new starts, and I'll explain that. I'll do an extra plans video. I'm not going to explain it today. It's going to take me a while to set it up, so we're going to wait a little bit. So here it is. This is Good Dog by the Blue Flower. And I love this. The colors are amazing. I'm thrilled with this. And so I wanted to get the fire, and this is done on an 18 count forbidden fiber putty, fabric of the month. And okay, this is as far as I got. I started filling this in. I may have to pull this out because the white in here and the white here are not matching up. I put in this part here because I stayed within the hoop. I'm going to put another flower over here the next time I work on it. I finished the word good. I need to start the pheasant tail. I already had this in here. I had this in here. I just need to fill it in. And I started the dog. So this is the chocolate lap. And then they have a yellow. I think when I finish this up, I don't know, may send it to my brother and my sister-in-law. I don't know. I may just keep it for myself. Be selfish. Not normally a selfish person, but since my dad died, it's like they don't want anything to do with me, and I don't want anything to do with them, and I'm happy about that. I mean, I know it sounds terrible, but it's the way my family's always been. Always been. You know, at least when my dad was alive, things were. Hmm? Now that they're both gone, if I never go to war again, I'm good with that. That's what phones are for. That's what Zoom's for. Alright. And then for my temperature, I think I worked on this twice. Yeah, I changed it. So yes, I did work on it twice. It was supposed to be number 6, and it was supposed to be the Christmas sampler by Carriage Garden Samplings, but I switched it to be, because I wanted to get this done first. This is smaller. This is called October 31st Spool. It's by Crafty Bluebonnet Designs. I have a few of these. I need to get a few Christmas ones, but these take a little bit. So I think I made a mistake somewhere. So what I'm doing is I'm going left. Well, when you're looking at it, it's right to left. So I got the T in. I outlined it so the 3 is there. I'm going to outline the 1 and outline the C. And then I'm going to put those in. And then I'm going to do the same with the O. And then the O is like over here. So if I did something wrong, it's going to show up on this side. And then I can just add, and it should come out right. Doing this on a green apple 18 count Ada that I dyed myself with some root dye. And I love these little spools. I really do. I've done one already. It was a pumpkin one, and it came out so cute. It really did. All right. And then I put 200 stitches into this morning. Here it is. This is my hare and deer sampler. This is a Scandinavian sampler. And I have a couple more of these that I really want to start, but I'm not going to start them until this one is done. If I keep working on this, I might just take it off. If it shows up today on one of those wheels, that might be my focus piece. 100 stitches a day. Anyway, this, look at that. I've got 2 more lines of the hair to do. I have some filling. Oh, yeah, there it is. Look at him. That hair is a monster. There he is. And then the deer and the flowers go by relatively quickly because this is on this right here, this deer right here. And this flower here, that's all that's left. That's all that's left. And doing a little bit of back stitching here. And putting in the same, I don't know if I'm going to put these single stitches in and back stitch them. I might just leave them out because I don't really care for them. So I think I must just leave them out and just do the flower, the deer, and a little bit of back stitching I have left. So works for me. Or I could take one of these little things and put it like right in here. I don't know, we'll see. But I like that. Okay. That's what I was looking for earlier. Alright. And then I did attempt to work on my Hocus Pocus, but somewhere along the line something happened and it kind of goofed up in this little hourglass here. And I might have to fudge it. Depends on how it goes. So I did get 48 stitches in this. That's all I got. I didn't get my 100. But I got all this done and started going this way. And I got the hourglass all set, and that's where I could have possibly goofed. So I think the next time I pull this, I'm not going to worry about finishing the 100 stitches today, but next time I pull it for the temp, I'll work on the owl and get the owl finished. And that is all. Oh, nope, I got one more thing. I didn't work on it yet though, and that's just the Dracula's Welcome. It's the only thing I need to put 100 stitches in that. I haven't, that's the only, today or yesterday was the only time it was called. I was busy doing other things yesterday, so I didn't get that done. So, alrighty. Now, oh, the only stash I got was the fabric and the DMC for the frog with coffee. Okay, so still on my plants, I have UFO'd Coffee Dragon. That has been UFO'd because I didn't want to work on it. I really didn't. I had no desire to work on it. I like dragons, don't get me wrong, but it had a lot of quarter stitches in it and too many colors. No, done. So I have 4 things I need to do for next week. So I need to pick another 8. Okay. So the Halloween Quaker, I need to get 1,000 stitches in that. But that's it, it's just gonna roll over. So the Sailing Sisters, I need to do 400 stitches in that. The Halloween Cat, I need to find and finish. And the Haunted House Cell, I need to do the Stitch Sprout Haunted House Cell. I need to do 250 stitches on that. So if that gets called again this week, then that's 500 stitches I need to get done on that. Okay? That's the way I'm doing things. Maybe a little bit confusing, but that is the way I am doing things. Okay. I need to show you something. I bought this the other night. Sitting here just doing absolutely nothing except watching TV. And every time I watch Chicago Med, I go crazy because they always cut some. Okay. So I bought this full coverage. It's a small one. It's not very big. It's only, I think, 200 by 200. And it's got 16 colors in it. And there it is. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it. So, I want to start it. Caveat. There is a caveat with this. Here's the color list. And I need a 15 by 15 piece of 18 color. Here's the colors. There's 16 colors. Now, I got thinking about this, and what I can do is I can pick 15 projects or 16 projects. Yeah. And, well, actually make that 17 because I'd add a certain amount of stitches for the fabric. So I could pick 17 projects and say do 100 to 200 stitches a piece on each project. Plus the project would be, if it was big enough, probably 1,500 for the fabric. I'm gonna get thinking about it. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do is, in order to earn this start, this is Oh My Stitches watercolor Cheshire Cat playing card. I have got absolutely nothing but maybe half a line done on this. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to order all these colors, and I'm going to, well, I'm just going to use white, and I've got a big sheet of white 18 count fabric, and I'm going to cut myself out a 15 by 15 piece of 18 count fabric. And then that Cheshire Cat is going to be my focus for the month of October. So if I put in 100 stitches, that's 1,600 just for the colors. And then another 1,500 for the, no, yeah, another 1,500 for the, well, actually, why don't we just make it 500 for the fabric, 1,600. That gives me 3,100 stitches for that piece. And I have to do those 3,100 stitches in that whole piece before I can even start the one I just showed you. And that's good. I think that's how I'm going to be doing my full coverage. At least for right now. We'll see how it goes at the end of the year. Because I bought a couple of those little tiny full coverages, and we'll see how it goes. Because I'm going to try to do a no-buy this year. I really am. I'm going to try to do a no-buy for the 2025. I think I've got everything that I need for every thing that I want to do. So, yeah. So, the only thing I really need to buy would be thread. That's the only thing I'm saying I'm buying. I'm not going to buy any more patterns. Unless it's, say, once every 3 months I buy a pattern or two patterns. And that's it. Other than that, the only thing I'm buying is thread. So, yeah. Hey. I've got to stitch what I've got. I know that. And I've got to get my whips down because when I realized I had over 100 whips, I freaked. I freaked out. And here I am saying I got new starts in my wheels, but it depends on what we got. So, we're going to start with the smalls. I'm replacing the coffee dragon with the bee jar because that is a gift. And that will be a finish. Halloween Quaker, 1,000. Salem Sisters, 400. Halloween Cat, that's going to be a finish. Even though that's a small, I'm going to spin for another small. And Haunted House is 250. So, Let's spin the smalls, shall we? And what did we get? Book of Frost Dragon. Okay. I know what that is. Frost Dragons. That is by Haunted Frames. I follow them on Etsy. No, Instagram. And they also have a store on Etsy. And some of the things she's put on Instagram, oh my God. So for the Book of Frost Dragons, we're going to start with 300. Okay, because it's small. So any small I get is going to be 300, and any medium and large are going to be between 5 and 1,000. Okay, so that's one. Actually, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6 more. So we're going to pick the 100 stitches a day. So that's a whip to focus on wheel. Yeah, where's the wheel? And we're going. There's some new starts in here, and that's okay because I can do 100 stitches a day. What do we get? Cat Pisces. All right, I know what that one is. So that's going to be 100 a day till finished. So we're going to pick 2 more. And this is going to be whatever. What do we get? Capricorn. Okay, that's a new start. And that is from, I don't remember. But I know where this one is. So we're going to go with 400 stitches for starters. Okay. And then every time it gets picked up after that. And I'll show these all to you next week, like I always do, because it means I have to go searching. And I am the most unorganized person in the world, so I don't have any of these ready to go. But I'm going to try to get a bunch of them ready to go. Oh, I need that one more time. Here we go. What did we get? September Quaker. Good. And that's 400 stitches. Yay! All right, the next one is Whips of the Week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need 3. All right, here we go. Wicked Witch and Grumpy Toad. And that one is 300. Next is Arctic Fox. Well, since that has not been worked on since I started it, because it hasn't come up on the temperature thing, that will be 520 stitches. Because there's, no, 540 stitches. Because I only got 460. So, yeah, 540 stitches. and the geometric quilts, which is the Shirova geometric. I call it a geometric quilt because it's how I used to do quilting. And that one, each box is 64 stitches. And yeah, each box is 64 stitches. So it's 64 times however many, and that means I need to go somewhere and possibly get some more thread. I probably could order it, but it may take a while. So that's 800 stitches on that one. All right, beads are finished. Quaker, Sewn Sisters, how many cats? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus temperature. So that's it. This is a quick one. I know I owe people packages. I'm going to the post office tomorrow. Okay, if that's the only place I go, fine, no problem. But I am going to go to the post office tomorrow. So please, thank you for being patient. I appreciate it. I know I owe Claudia 2 patterns. I owe Linda the bag, and I'm going to be sending my little ATC out to Stitching by the Shore for Laura. And I have some patterns I'd like to pass on, so I think I know where they're going. Not quite sure yet. We'll see. So, yeah. So I went through a lot of my stuff this morning, and I've been thinking, on how to earn the new. I'm going to make up a board for this. Okay. I'm going to have a box for each color, and I'm going to have 5 boxes for the fabric. Okay. I mean, I already bought the pattern, the whole bit. So every time I work on that Cheshire Cat, and if you like that Cheshire Cat, please check out Oh My Stitch Shop on Etsy, because that's where I got it from. There's also some playing cards that I want to get that are Alice, the Flamingos, the Tea. But they're from a different Etsy shop. But I'm going to try not to buy any more patterns. I've got plenty. I need to kit up the Capricorn. Everything. That's the only new start. That's it. Yay. That's the only one. For this time around. The only reason why I did those other 2 autumn ones were because those were planned. Like you said, when the first day of winter, which I think is, I want to say it's December 21st, which is my brother's birthday. I think it is. I'll have to check the calendar. But I think that's the first day of winter. I am going to have a Thanksgiving start, a birthday start, a Christmas start, and a New Year new start. What those are going to be, I have no idea. The reason that I'm kind of happy about starting that Capricorn one is because I am a Capricorn. The Pisces is my husband and my dad. Here's why. I'm doing, my mom was a Gemini, my brother's a Sagittarius, my daughter's a Virgo, so is my brother-in-law. So, yeah. But yeah. So the September Quaker 400 stitches, no problem. I can do that. The geometric quilt, like I said, is 65, how many squares? Let's see, let's calculate that out. Where's my calculator? Right there. 64 times 8. Nope. No. Nope. 12. No. 13. Whoops. One too many ones on that one. Yep. Will be 832. So it's 13 squares. I have to get done. Will I get that all done one day? No. No. I might be able to get, have the rows go down this way now. Because I've got a base row. I don't know. I'll have to see. So, but that's what I might do. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So 800 stitches on that. Yeah. And you saw the BDR. That's almost done. Except for some back stitching and putting in the wings. And I'm not going to do yellow fringe knots. So I'm going to get some yellow beads and roll them in. So yeah. I'm not quite sure what this afternoon I'm going to do my 100 stitches on my Thin Prize Welcome. And I'm going to do, maybe I'll start on my Halloween Quaker. Or maybe I'll find the Frost Dragons. That's actually a new start too. Sorry. Yeah. Or maybe I'll work on my Arctic Fox. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, I just want to say I hope you all have, aside from, well, yeah, nothing too exciting in life other than just going to Martin's. That's aside from walking my dog and going up the street to North Berwick to the grocery store. Those are the only 2 times I've left. I was going to leave this morning to go to my networking meeting, but yesterday I felt so crappy, and I'm not feeling much better today because I just feel worn down. My daughter was sick. She's been sick for the past 2 weeks, and I think we've just finally gotten it, and I've been doing nothing but butting heads with her lately, and it's wearing me out. I'm worn down. I really am, and I don't like that feeling. Even though I take vitamins and I do this and I do that, I just feel. Ugh. So tomorrow I think I'm going to work on some quilting stuff because I have a craft fair coming up next Saturday. So if you are in, around, within driving distance of the Dunn Farm in Berwick and would like to have something to do on Saturday, October 5th from I think 9 to 3, there will be a craft fair at the Dunn Farm. And Denise is very nice. It's the first time I'm going, but she always sends an email out that lets you know that you can come Friday and set everything up if you want to. She does have a little barn that does have a few crafters inside. I will be outside, so I hope it's not too cold. But if it's cool, I don't mind. I'm only doing a few this year only because of the whole not wanting to leave the house thing. It's going to take me a little bit to work my way up to it. And then on the 12th of October, if you live around within driving distance of Durant Road in Berwick, I think it's Country Road Herbals, she will be having a craft fair as well. in her driveway, front lawn, backyard, the whole bit. She's a very nice lady. Um, so, and I did rather well there. I don't know how I'm gonna do with the Dunn Farm considering it's my first time, but I usually do pretty well there on Durant Road. So, we'll see. Um, Other than that, I have some ornament stitching I want to do. I have a big order of thread coming in. Um, and that's about it. So, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and keep on stitching on.